I'm so glad to see you again. So I have so much going on. It just occurred to me that I have a very, very limited amount of time before my next market, and I have markets 2 weekends in a row, and I have so much to get done for them. Oh, and if you're new here, I'm Jen, single mom, artist, and entrepreneur. This channel is all about helping other single parents build a life that they love and do it all on their own. Now, I am a stained glass artist, among other things. And so when I say that I have markets coming up, I'm talking about markets in which I'm going to be selling my stained glass creations. I share that business with my 17-year-old daughter, Kimberly, and she makes upcycled journals. So that noise that you hear in the background is my printer running. I am printing the lined paper for her because she has journals to make, and she's probably going to work on that this evening when she gets home from school. I told her I would go ahead and print lined paper for her because I can do that while I do other things. On top of that, I just finished designing some labels that I'm going to add to my hang tags that go on my stained glass items that really are just brand labels. It occurred to me that if I want people to be able to buy pieces from me outside of markets, that it would be really smart if they had some, I don't know, identifying information on them. I don't know why that's not occurred to me prior to now. I do include little thank you cards in all of my orders at markets that include, obviously, my company name, Kimberly's Treasure Shop, and information on how to find us. But it occurred to me that maybe that information should also be on the actual items that they're purchasing themselves. What a shocking idea. I also made a really exciting purchase for my business in the last day, and it's actually still in the back of my car. It's very heavy. I'm super excited to go unload it, and I will show you what it is when the time comes. We'll do that in a few minutes. I've got to make a list of all of the items that I want to make for those upcoming markets, and I gotta get to work. I need to cut a bunch of glass, do a bunch of foiling, do a bunch of soldering. I've got some work to do. So I've got my coffee. I'm ready to go. We're gonna start with unloading that car. So let's go see what my surprise is. Okay guys, we're out of my car. Are you ready? I bought a glass kiln. Look how exciting that is. So it is 14 by 14 inside. So yeah. I also bought some glass and some other things to go with it. And that's the stand back there. So we're gonna get this unloaded and into the house. And then I'll go through and show you everything I ended up with. This is it. This is the kiln. Now I still have to put the arm on that will hold it open. And I need to change out my electric socket there. No, most homes only have a 10 amp socket. I need a 20 amp socket. So I have one, I just have to switch it out. That is not likely happening today. Holy holy moly, I am hot and sweaty after carrying that thing in. I almost dropped it coming in the door because my knuckle, you know, I'm holding it, and my knuckle hit the little metal catch for the storm door, and it hit right in the nerve. Oh. I'm like, this hand almost stopped working completely. Like, I almost completely couldn't grip it because I just hit that nerve just wrong. Anyway, so here is the arm that I need to put on. This will hold the door open while you load the kiln. This is my light socket that I need to switch out. This is kiln wash for the bottom of the kiln. So what this does is it makes sure that if glass, molten glass, leaks out onto the kiln brick itself, that it won't stick to the kiln. Very, very important. I also have kiln wash for the shelves, and any molds I use, you'll have to use kiln wash on those as well. It's a different kind of kiln wash, but it's all similar. There are different products for all of those things though. In here I have my furniture, which holds up your shelves and can be used to position molds and things. This is a kiln block. When you first heat your kiln up, you have to vent it in the first stage of heating. So that's what this is for. That is to vent the kiln. All of my paperwork. I don't know what this is for yet. I'll figure it out. I haven't read the paperwork yet. I've never owned a kiln before. This is my first time owning a kiln. So super, super excited to learn all about it. So this will be my homework. This is fiber paper that you can use in the kiln for positioning and even molds and things, like even molding and things. You're supposed to be able to use it for. I've never used it, so it's going to be some trial and error getting that figured out. 2 kiln shelves. Again, these have to be coated so that nothing will stick to them. Once I coat all of this stuff, it has to be fired also. So it has to be fired before I can actually make anything. So we are a week or more away from actually making anything in the kiln, simply because of the time constraints of my life. That's just how it is. This is the wash for the shelves. Thin fire paper, also for the kiln. Now, if you're using kiln wash properly on your shelves, you shouldn't have to use firing paper. They don't have to be used together, but for some projects, paper is recommended for use under full fuses. Really, really heavy, hot, intense full fuses. Kiln paper is often recommended for. Again, a lot of this is going to be trial and error while I get it figured out, right? I also bought some green stringers. This is my inventory list for my kiln. My receipt for all the things that I purchased. Ugh. I bought some dichroic scrap, some frit. This is aventurine blue, and I bought my first mold, which is for a square platter bowl type vessel. This also has to be coated with kiln wash and fired before it can be used. So it's a square, but it's also concave. So it'll be kind of a bowl, kind of a platter. Super excited. Oh my gosh, guys, I cannot wait to make stuff. I'm over the moon about making stuff in this kiln. Now, I have decided also that I'm gonna build a platform with casters to set my whole kiln on, because I want to be able to roll it out into the center of the room when I'm firing. I want to make sure that it's not going to be too close to anything when I'm firing that it might warp or affect in any way. This is an old house, a very, very old house. I just want to be able to be as safe as possible, and being able to pull the kiln out into the center of the room away from things, just to me feels like that makes the most sense and is the smartest. I'll also be firing with windows open and a fan running in here, so that any fumes or anything that could possibly be dangerous to myself or the kids or the dogs will get sent outside. It is safe to fire indoors. It is. I've done a lot of research on it. As long as you use some common sense precautions like ventilation and making sure it's not too close to anything that could catch on fire from the extended heat. Simple enough, right? So I'm gonna build a wooden platform with casters so that I can roll it in, up against the wall when I'm not using it, so it's out of the way, and pull it into the center of the room when I'm firing. Seems like common sense to me. So, I don't know when I'm gonna get that built either. Because frankly, these upcoming markets have to be priority. So, we're just gonna see how it goes. Maybe, I'm hoping, it's Tuesday. I'm going to concentrate on glasswork today. I'm going to concentrate on glasswork tomorrow and probably Friday. Now, Saturday and Sunday, I'm probably going to devote to building that platform and doing all the things to get my kiln up and running. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to put all these things away, make a home. Oh, I bought glass too. Do you want to see the glass? I'll show you the glass in just a minute. Let me clean this mess up and I'll be back. And I lied, I do know what this is for. There's a vent hole in the front of the kiln. This is the plug. I do know what it's for. Just thought I'd share. Okay, so I bought some glass as well, some sheet glass that's COE 96. COE refers to the compatibility of glass when you're fusing. Everything that I bought, the stringers, the dichroic, the frit, all of it is COE 96. I also have some frit, some urine, and some more stringers and things coming that I ordered online from another retailer. Actually, ordered a few things on Etsy and a few things on Stained Glass Express. So I have several packages coming of more fusing supplies, which I'm super excited about, but I went ahead and picked up some fusing glass while I was down there getting my kiln. So got this white wispy Oceanside, in case you're wondering. This green is actually extremely opaque, but I have an idea for it. So also Oceanside. A red and orange fiery wispy. Blue and white wispy. These are all Oceanside, just in case you're wondering. I'm sure I have some other things, but so far these are all Oceanside. Also Oceanside, just a clear. I like this gray and white and black Oceanside. I like this combo. Textured clear. I bought a lot of clears because I have some very specific ideas that I want to use them for, and then just plain clear. So yeah, that's all the glass I bought for the moment. Don't worry, there will be more. I also have some 96 COE fusible in my other stash, and I need to, in my main glass shelves here, and I need to go through and pull that all out so that I can put it with all the fusible stuff. Now, the fusible glass can absolutely be used for stained glass, and I use it in stained glass all the time because I just love some of the colors and the patterns, which is why I have a bunch already mixed in. But I'm going to separate them so that it's easier to keep them straight, especially once you get down to scrap level. Like, it's fine when they're still full pieces because they're labeled, usually. So I know what they are. But once I start cutting into them and they end up as scrap, I don't know anymore. So I'm going to have to be really, really diligent about keeping my fusible scrap and my non-fusible scrap separate. I'm going to put this glass away, and we're going to get started on some actual stained glass. All right, so this is what I'm going to try to get done. It's a lot. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so I have not got nearly as much done today as I intended to. I had to go run a couple of errands and I had to go to the bank and some things like that. Nothing crazy, but oh gosh, I was gone for about an hour. And then I came home and I ate some lunch. Then I did some glass cutting. Well, first I traced all of that glass onto, or all of my patterns onto the glass, which I did not film because I just didn't think about it. Cut a bunch out. And I have been fighting with my stupid printer again for like the last, I don't know, hour and a half. I bought these labels. They're 1/2 inch tall by 3/4 of an inch wide. And I need them to fit on those tiny little hang tags. Let me grab one. The labels are little because I wanted them to fit on the back of these tiny little hang tags, right? Which these labels absolutely would fit. They're the right size. Yeah, that's definitely the size that I want. But here's the problem. This tiny little 4x6 sheet of paper, my printer will not take it. My printer it just won't do it. It keeps going. This size paper isn't correct. You have not chosen the right size paper. I'm sleepy too. I'm really tired. I had a very busy weekend. And I'm just ready for a nap. So I did cut out some pieces for Scrappy Angels too, and I forgot to film that. So I call them Scrappy Angels because I literally make them out of scrap glass that's sitting on my board. I just take some of the bigger pieces of color, and then all those little clear scraps left over from dragonfly wings and all those other things become wings for the angels. And then I just use clear little oh God, I can't think what these are called. You know those flat marble things? That's a technical term. Those flat marble things. Anyway, that's the head. Plain and super simple. So I call them Scrappy Angels because I literally make them out of scrap glass. Anyway, I did cut some scrap into angel pieces and parts that are sitting next to the grinder. So I'm gonna probably spend about 2 hours tonight grinding and grind all the things that I have cut out over there. I have dragonfly wings, feathers, and angels sitting next to the grinder. It's behind you. So I'm gonna get all those ground tonight, and I'll probably start foiling here in a little while. It is 4:30 now, so the kids are gonna be home from school in the next 15 minutes, and I need to start on dinner. So I'm not gonna film all that. You don't want to watch me cook dinner. That's not very exciting. We all eat, right? I'm making chicken parmesan in case you cared. That's what I set aside to make tonight, chicken parm. So I'm gonna go make dinner, and then I'll come back and grind and hopefully get started foiling. I am probably not gonna film foiling tonight, largely because I think Kimberly is gonna be in here with me working on journals, and she doesn't like to be on camera. And frankly, it's kind of our like bonding time. So I'm not gonna share that with you because that's for me and her. So, and that's allowed, because this is my life and my channel and my rules. And that bonding time with my kid, yeah, that's just for me and her. Sorry. Hopefully the rest of my glass pieces and parts that I ordered will come in the next few days. And I'll make sure that I do some filming when I start getting this kiln all set up so that you can partake in the fun. Thanks for watching. See you soon.